seek. With every heartbeat, love we speak. Feel the rhythm in your soul. Let the good times take control. Together we can conquer all. With love and laughter we'll stand tall. Smiles and music fill the air. In this moment, nothing compares. Wake up, the sun is shining bright. Got that good vibe feeling, feels so right. Life's a garden growing tall. Gonna share the love, spread it all. Dancing with the morning light. Every moment takes me higher in flight. Peace and joy is what we seek. With every heartbeat, love we speak. Feel the rhythm in your soul. Let the good times take control. Together we can conquer all. With love and laughter we'll stand tall. Smiles and music fill the air. In this moment, nothing compares. Whoa.
That Vicorial is right here. I need a full screen for myself. It has to be a big screen. Yes. I got it. I got it, guys. I'm here. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining this show. Wow. Let me see who have made their way to the house today. We have, I hope I'm loud and clear. And somebody tell me if I'm loud and clear. Namaste, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. Island Girl, thank you also for joining the show. Picture Thinker, thank you. Director Calvo, I can see you too in the house. Welcome to the show. And Gladys Miss GK, welcome to the house. Thank you. Okay, let me see who else is in the house. Yes, Finley Gotev, welcome to the show. Thank you guys for just taking your time, and it's going to be all right. It's going to be a short one, and we'll just round up some few things. Let me put on the lights in case my face is it's very dark. You never know, but this is what it is. I hope I'm loud and clear. So this is where we are. What's my this thing here today? Oh my God. My God. Oh, my green screen. My green screen. It should be fine. Oh, Finley. My green screen is okay. Well, we gotta manage it like that. A green screen is not a green screening today. Showing my nakedness. I'm gonna adjust it, guys. Okay. Right. So here we are, guys. Thank you guys for joining the show. Sorry about the time wasted. Sorry about the time. And I hope I'm loud and clear. So we get started. And this is Victoria underscore space. And my name is Victoria, as usual. Your dear friend coming your way once again. So, well, today's frolic wasn't really, we couldn't frolic outside. A little bit windy and cold. And I decided that I was going to come from the home. So, which is still okay. At least we had a lot to do today with Gintu and all that. Anyway, big idea. This is just a reaction video. So we react on what is put out there on the streets. And we also try to analyze it and also try to, see what each and every one of us think. Everybody's opinion is counted here. You just say what you feel about what you've seen on the streets in these few hours that have just emerged. And then we can also argue, discuss, and come to a civil conclusion. So this is what this show is all about. I thank you guys once again for, using your time and to just come in here. It's a good thing to talk about what that is on the streets. So first of all, it has to do about our Gintu. Well, reuniting, coming back home as a hero, unscratched, completely unscratched. We saw everything, and we're just happy that. Oh, let me see. Okay, Namesta, welcome to the house. Thank you, Namesta, for joining the show. Thank you, Island Girl. Yes, I can see you. Yes. And Usuyemi, thank you for joining the show. So we see Gintu returning home as a hero today. And with all the parties, Nixon Beresha, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. The celebration was a teamwork. I could just sit in my sofa and I was smiling. I was so happy for him. And I saw the children in the village, the women, the men, they were all happy. It's just like a hero's welcome, giving him a hero's welcome. And that was truly something very, very dramatic and great because he came home unscratched, just like the giant Gintu that we used to know of. And that was what that really puzzled me and made me really happy, have hope that at least 1 out of a million can also be able to set himself free. We don't know what the conditions were, but sometimes when you are on bail, well, if you have to sign out, you also have to sign out some parts of, communications until the case is wrapped up, But that aside, at least he has regained his freedom to live, a freedom to be able to serve his people. And that's what we saw here. And the whole village, they were all very, very happy about him, extremely happy. I could see that kind of enthusiasm. I haven't seen it before in that village. He's been able to break boundaries upon boundaries each time. And we continue to, applaud him. And we remember the last party that he did, that was during Christmas too, that he distributed most of the sanitary cares to the younger ones and all that. And that's a project he has been able to do successfully for some time now. Okay, let me take time to greet some people in the house. Gracia Griffiths, welcome to the show. Hello, Patsy. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So we've been able to see him, do something on this aspect, and it has been something great for the community. At least it's a community-based project in which everybody do or profit from it, and it helps the people in the community. So that's the important thing about it. I'm trying to dim the light because it's too shining. I don't really want it on my face, but well, it has to be that way. It has to be that way. So when there's something like this, yes, I think like this should be fine, not properly directly on my eye. So, Angela, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. So today's episode was an epic entry, you know. Commands Mom, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. So we saw a lot of rejoicing. We saw a lot of things that we haven't seen. And this is what a village, a typical village, should have. At least that serenity. They should be happy to receive things that are being sent from overseas for them. This is the work of charity. And Gintu has stood out as the only one that can deliver. Can deliver within the midst, in the midst of the villagers, in the midst of children, young girls. They're all happy. Everybody was happy. I could see enthusiasm in that family. In that, I call them family because almost everybody in that place is related. Almost everybody in that village is related. So it was something very big, and I'm extremely I don't know, I was just sitting down and I was watching, and wow, it blew my mind up because recently we saw some, a report that he wasn't feeling fine. He was mishandled, malhandled, and all that stuff. But even then, he came out on scratch. He came out with a high spirit. He came out ready and prepared to continue to serve. And the people were out there. Tell me who wouldn't be happy to see somebody that is always coming back to give to them, bring from people and deliver to them. So everybody was happy. This is how a functional society supposed to work. At least let everybody have a grip of what that is easily obtainable. And that sanitary waste is extremely important. The clothings, and they were just happy. Nobody had to choose before another person. Everybody take what you want. And that was something very, very great. My God, I'm so happy for what that guy did today. I'm so happy the way he is. Man, we never even, we shouldn't even doubt whatever he's doing because he's always there for us. Hello, let me say hello to the new people in the house. Give me Klaus. Hey, my brother, how are you, darling? And then Mary Moore, thank you. Greetings, Vico, and everyone who is locked in. And happy Good Friday to everyone. Yes, this Good Friday was a special one in our destined village, in our choice village. It was a special one. It gave everybody hope that at least things could also be done in a normal way. People could also be happy with that whatever they send to them will get to them. That's the important thing about charity. When you send something and the other received, then the joy is enormous. At least you have delivered. You've delivered your whatever you wanted to give to that village. It has gotten to their hand and they are very happy. So this was a very big applause to Gintu and his new freedom, coming back as a hero to the embracement from the village. Maureen, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. And Margaret Smith talk show, thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Angela, yes, I've seen Angela. Hey, Cecilia Hebert. Wow. welcome back. Namesta. Where is Namesta? Is Namesta there? Oh my God, we really enjoyed ourselves today. It was such a good Friday. A good Friday. Miss V, wow, welcome to the show. Sorry, I could have even missed you. I'm just trying to refresh the Cecilia. I've seen Cecilia, Miss V, Island Girl, Maureen, Mary. Yes, Angela. Command's Mom. Yes, I've seen her. I've seen almost everybody, Miss V. So what a great show. Bro, Kemi Klaus, my brother. What do you think? Oh my God. I was so relieved. I was so happy. At least see him come back unscratched. See him come back, the normal person that we used to see. See him being, received as a hero in his community. That's all we wanted. We've always looked for somebody that can deliver, not people that can't deliver. You give it to them to be able to deliver to the next, the needy, who are always there. And we can see the enthusiasm among these people. They were extremely happy, relieved. We all felt relieved because the tension, I don't know, these 2 days, I just couldn't sleep well. I was thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to this guy? I hope he's going to come back safe and all that. Hello, B2. Welcome to the house. Happy Easter. Welcome to the house. Happy Good Friday. Welcome, welcome, guys. Yes. So, Maureen Chemicals, hope you have removed recovered from the party. No, crying. Gintu is amazing. Yes. He's such an amazing young man, full of high spirit, full of hope, And it's not somebody that someone can easily put down. But I believe he will scale through all these hurdles. So all these hurdles, let's put it back that the G Castle is giving some people some sleepless nights. The G Castle. B2, he said, Vico, good I caught your live stream today. Thank you very much. I'm so happy. I know sometimes you could be busy or you guys can be working. Well, I always take that into consideration. But I know after the show too, you can also rewatch it, quietly, slowly in your sofa, and then we are fine. So Namesta is enjoying the brotherhood. Chemicals Gladys, hello, B2 Angela. So it's been something very, something that really, I don't know. I've never felt so a little bit relieved when I saw him. When I saw him this morning, and with what that he has been able to put on ground, it's somebody that has been taken away for 2 days, and he's been able to put this on ground. Anyway, probably this was a project that was meant to happen today. So it was a pre-planned project, but the way he always organizes his something, because this is not the first time, all the outreach that he has always come to give out things to people, he's always arranged it very well with canopies, with music, with, people just lining up because they know that they're going to get something in return without stretching their head. They know what they're coming there for, and they will have it because that is the heart of humanity. Whoever wants to help somebody don't need to start keeping back something and say until you come back from heaven before you give it to them, and they will have to wait for you, or until you get that passport before you come back, then you give it to them. And whereas the household is using the whole thing out. So now we saw something different, that somebody is able to deliver, and that is what people want. People want people that can deliver. You just need to be able to deliver. It's important. Deliver and convince the people that you are there with them. And we have seen one person has been able to do that consistently. This is not the first time. We've been seeing all the ones that he did. We saw even the last one in the December. Was it December that we had a big party too with the music going on? And I think it was 3 or 4 hours too going on. And it was so lovely. So I was always wishing that it should continue, in that part, making that like a party coming up, and people, listening from your room, from your couch, and you're happy at what you're hearing, what you're seeing. You see movement, you see people happy, dancing, the villagers dancing, drinking, eating. This is brotherhood. Knowing very well that this community, each and every one is almost related. If they're not related, then they are in-laws. So it's one community, it's one family that even that's supposed to bind them, to bring a greater bond between them, because the bloodline runs around the whole village. They're all related, if not closely, distantly, or through in-laws, or through marriage. So we're supposed to see this close, tight, united family in this village. That's what we've always been waiting for, hoping for. But I'm glad that this time it went well, and at least the anchor man, I call him the anchor man, the hero, came back. It's like coming back from the lion's den, unscratched. Where have you seen that? Where have you seen that? I know the other guy, the other side, they will not be happy because for them, it was a victory. They have already started celebrating, which was wrong. You know, let me say hello to Dr. Cherry Cotto. Thank you for joining the show. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Dr. Cherry, you weren't in Gintu's party. It was a big one, huge one. It was a big, huge one. My God. You know, it keeps smiles. It brings back smiles. Because 2 days ago, yesterday night, as of yesterday night, we were still worried. What could have happened to him? How is he? Is he okay? So loads and loads of things were running through our brain as it concerned humans with human conscience. So we had it a little bit rough, everybody thinking, but this great relief happened this morning when he posted. Then I said, oh, thank God, this Good Friday, this, this, what do you call it? This Good Friday is going to be a good, very good one for us. So, Kemi, because Gintu was has a legacy in that village, he will always be celebrated. Yes, that's true. Because when you give the village what they want, they don't need much. But the little that can serve them, you give it to them. They are as happy as everything. You don't need much. You just don't need much to give them. Just the little you give them, at least in a consistent level, what that can change their life, that can take their life, elevate their life a little bit. It's not that they want to take everything from you, but just what that is absolutely necessary in a village setting, in a village level. That's all they wanted, but they never get it. Even when somebody volunteered, bring something down, and they never send it to them. And the people are there hungry, the people are there in need. Why do you have to lock up this thing and say until you come back from heaven? Or until you get the passport? We don't know when you get this passport to be able to come back. And even then, if I were to be them, I would not accept it anymore. I will go with the one that I have seen here. I will go with the one that I have seen, not one that I haven't seen that I have to wait and wait and wait. It doesn't happen anyway. That's not life. If I were to have a sickness that is about to kill me, and this is the medicine that I need, and the medicine is here, you cannot give it to me. You tell me, oh, you will travel first. When you come back, you come and give me. What happens if you come back and I'm done and I'm no more? So this is the bitter pill of it. So whoever can deliver, I think that's what the villager should, who the villager should fall on. You know, they should go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Gintu, 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 Gintu to the world. Wow, 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 wow. This is exactly where we are today. It's a great relief. I feel just like a small brother that at least I see him come back. Yvette, hello, Yvette. Welcome to the house. Ifoma, where is this Ifoma? Ifoma is missing it. It's missing in action. I hope he is well. Yeah, Ifoma, did we see him today at Gintu or yesterday? I think yesterday's program, we saw him somewhere. Yeah, we saw Ifoma yesterday. I think so. Well, now Mr. Cecilia Herbert, Mr. Well, the real dad has put Namesta in an infamous imbroglio. Really? Bumper to bumper. We have to talk about that too. We're just beginning with Gintu. And after Gintu, we have to enter the real dad, you know, the real dad shenanigan. It's not really a shenanigan. It's wow, he's just trying to be himself. He's part of the story because obviously, well, we finish with Gintu first, then we move on there. So, and Angela said, so it is true. Moringo was celebrating Gintu's arrest. Of course, they were all celebrating. All his minions, all the captions, it's all about it, the rejoicement and all that. And now that they heard that he's out, and they're also saying, oh, he paid his way out. What of the one that paid, that put the local police in their pocket? Probably, who knows whether they're paying them on a monthly salary to be working for them. What about that one? So they don't mention that. They're talking about another person. Yeah, what you know, another person can know better. That's what they felt. This is African society. And the police are like that. The highest bidder carries the show. If you bid 10,000, I bid 20. Why not? Who will leave 10,000 and won't want to take 20. That's the deal. That's the show. So the minions are already complaining because they were not expecting it. They were so convinced and so happy that it had happened like that, all like that. Hello, Kemi, darling. Welcome, welcome, Nikki. Nikki, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Say hello, Vico and Vico gang. Yes, bro, we are all bros here. Kemi, you better make a roll call. Let's know the gender of everybody that is here. You know, we are now bro. We're all brothers now. So we always have to make a roll call now to see exactly, to know our gender before we go on. So, Lisa K. Yes, Lisa K. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the show. And then Nikki, wow, were you there in Gintu's party, Nikki? You saw what's happening now? Yeah, Nikki. The party was great. I think I didn't see you except you came when I left. Yeah, I didn't notice you. Comments, mom. Are you a bro? Yeah, everybody. Everybody should answer because we now have a new name, bro. We are all bro until you confirm your identity. That's the thing, bro. So that is what is happening here. So we see, Lisa said, what Gintu did today cannot compare to anything anyone person in that village ever did. SNFs to be celebrated for that. He needs to be celebrated for that. Yes. It's something. It's like coming back to a warm embrace of his kinsmen, and everybody were there, and everything was already organized. Everything, the canopy, the setting, the music. Man, this guy is a good organizer in everything, and this is not the first time that he's been doing this. The other time too, December time too, it was like that, and it was it 2 days celebration and all that, and it was full, food, drinks, everything well organized. So, but this very one, it's like the devil wanted to enter their midst to stop this program. Probably this project, he had projected this project on this very day for this Easter, and everything was on ground just to come on board, and they just decide to come and to just take him away just like that to spoil the show. No, and Gintu said, no, you can't stop me. Whatever it takes, I'm going to be there for my people. And that's exactly what he did. He came out this morning with his video. I was watching. I said, let me see what's going to happen, because I always want to be a little bit sure before I come, even though my content sometimes come very late, but I like to be at least a little bit sure of what I'm talking about, because sometimes the stories contradict each other. It's just like the news, what we heard from Mayani said this, the other guy said this, the sister said this, badly beaten or this, but at the end of the day, it wasn't that. So that's why sometimes I like to wait a little bit to be sure of what is on the ground. But now we can see Gintu came out unscratched, came out a healthy, a strong guy that we know, full of energy, and ready to deliver to his kinsmen, to the children, to the young girls, their sanitary needs, and the clothings in which they all choose what they wanted. They all choose. What else do you want from a leader, from a young leader? They need somebody like this. This is about the only person that has been able to exhibit his power that he can deliver in the village. For me, it's about the only one for now. I don't know. Probably there are other ones too, but no problem. But what I see on ground, I go on what I see on ground, not what I don't see. Atlas Glaze, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. That's Donna. Thank you for joining the show. Welcome to the show. So we see somebody that is able to deliver, and that is all what that we need. You need somebody that can deliver in a village setting like that, irrespective of all the trouble, all the sagas, because all that, some people, it could have really weighed them down. They wouldn't have been able to really concentrate. But he's somebody that has that focused mind to focus and to deliver on whatever he wants to do. And that's one thing that I like about him. Yeah, sometimes I disagree with some of his stories too. Sometimes, because when it's too much, it's too much, then it's like, well, I don't know what it's going to talk about today. Okay, I will hold on. I will listen to it later. But I see that the focus about delivering on things, projects, everything is guaranteed. Gentos gives guaranteed. Yes, that's true. That's true, Nikki. Nikki. That's true, Nikki. You know, she has that guaranteed gifts of doing things without delay, without being distracted. The focus, his focus point is very, very good. He focuses on what he wants to do, and he makes sure he gets to the finishing line. And these are the type of people that, if we really want to do something for people in that village, I think it's better to go through Gintu. If there's any person that really have the need to use somebody to do something, follow up on a daily basis, I think he could be one of the reference there. That's what I see here, because the focus point is enormous, it's great. He's able to concentrate irrespective of all the distractions that he's being distracted from. When they attack him, the rogue police came there, from all the reports, like he said, that they said they had about at least 5 reports about him there. So in and out, it's been a lot of stress for him trying to keep on with that kind of a stress and that kind of a focus level. So some people, they would have backslided, but we see that he's not the type that can give up about anything, that he wants to focus and move forward. That's what we see here. So, and Mary Moore, let's pin what Mary Moore said here. Grandpa's boxes of old clothes is probably being eaten by rats in yes, come on. Yes, that is true. They're all being eaten there, and it's going to remain there. And if I were the villagers, of course, I would shun it. It shouldn't be anything again, because I'm sure it would have started, secondhand things. When it's stocked, packed in somewhere for too long, then by the time you open it, it will almost be tearing on its own. So that's what we're going to see there. So I don't think it should even be, the village should even receive it anymore. They should forget about that. So Kemi said that he really focused. Yes, one-man band. He just depends on himself. He can train the boys, but the boys get messy quickly. Yes, that's true. He can train them, but sometimes when the person doesn't have that focus, that mind power, the willpower, no matter how you train him, he will always derail. You will always be the one dragging. So that's what I see there. So exactly. Let's see. Maureen said, chemicals, I'm enjoying myself. I live alone, so I need the entertainment. Yes, that is good, Maureen. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy this time, because it's about the best time we have had so far. And this is Easter, a Good Friday, a good thing in the air. Apart from what we thought of, there was a scenario, but it came up. He came out unscratched, and everybody. Yeah, I don't mind some people that ask question, how come? Yeah, because everybody was shocked because of what that was previously reported as of even yesterday night. So that gave people a lot of confusion. That brought in a lot of confusion. And here is a guy. It's like they tell you somebody is dead, and you see the person again, or went to the war front and it's no more. He passed away. And then suddenly you see the guy on the door, and the parents will be first that they are taken backwards. You see the ghost that they see. So some people, I notice some people ask questions like that, but I think it's based on what they read, what they listened to, what they watched as of yesterday, all the scenarios that people had in mind, knowing that there is it a DCI, they call it, that once you get to that place is another Afghanistan. So, but it turned out that he came out on scratch. So we're really, really happy about that. So Gracie Griffiths, Gintu is a big heart, but he needs to stop the crap and go forward the right way. And so the monkeying around. Yes, that's true. That's true. Anyway, I think he has learned something, and probably he will change. He's only, is it 24, 25 years? I think probably age 2 is still part of what that is going on here. Age is still part of it. He should change. Nikki, I hear you. King correct. Yes. So Maureen, please Were you able to join individual dance play? Well, lots and lots of people did join, but we can always rewatch it too. Gracia, it's Yves Gracia, it's his age and youth, 25 years. That's true. Yes, that's how I see it. You know, the age too. It's I think it's what that is. Making is doing a lot of things. Sometimes unconsciously, sometimes things, the words that he used, sometimes things that could land him in trouble. But I think the age has to play with it. Then the newly found awareness or exposure to many things. Now he's raising up to construct a castle at 25 years. A castle probably it's going to be bigger than the white villa. So, and I think that's one of the point that is giving them a headache over there. They have sleepless nights. They have sleepless nights with it. So Sister Herbert said, we will celebrate, but we still pray for safety. Yes, we still pray for safety, because in as much as they are not prepared to, heed the advice, because this is what that from the beginning when we came with the machete came with the rogue police, they're supposed to have hired a lawyer to go and sort out that problem. And with that videotape that captured when he made that statement, that guy's supposed to have been inside. That was enough. Even if they go to the police headquarters, the commission for disciplinary commission or whatever, that was enough to prove to the headquarters that somebody here is controlling your own police unit in this side. That was a good thing. It was a good opportunity, but I do not know each time why they resist going to the right place to report. Whereas these other ones here, they are always 2 steps ahead of them. So this is the problem here. So Nikki said, I bet the self-proclaimed royalty family of Ibrahante were not happy to see his party today. No, they were not expecting it. They are not happy, and they will never be happy. It's probably they will go back to the police that are in their pocket and said what happened, and they will say, sorry, we didn't find anything to keep, because police are like that, except they're ready to dish out another the one that also supersede what have you, the highest bidder. It's all over, it's everywhere. Corruption in police units, it's everywhere in Africa. Let's say in Africa, not really in a modern world. It could be difficult, maybe exists, but much more difficult. But there is something else. But to see him come out on scratch, nothing, then that means he was able to take care of himself with them. And that's it. We close the story like that. We close the story like that. So Kemi Klaus said, King probably plus others, but he does not want us to worry. Yes, I think so. He feels he can take care of himself. I think youth is still on his path. The youthful age is still what that is playing in him, that sometimes, he feels he's a strong guy, that he can defend himself. If he's to fight, obviously he can defend himself. It's just when somebody is coming up with a pew, that is the worst one, because with that one, once it gets in, then it's something else. So now, Mr. Ao Marine, it was a great comeback after what most of us felt, imagine, on Wednesday night. Yes, it was a great relief, because we were almost shocked and worried. And I'm very sure most people were not able to sleep, because knowing how that police unit works, and everybody said it's the most dangerous. When you go there, sometimes most people don't even come back, make it out from there. So it was shocking. And but to see him, let's see him in his own high spirit, like that we used to know. Then, my God, what a happiness! What a happiness! I'm just full of smile. Kemi Klaus, let's hope that the Gintu subscribers will stick by him if he ditches a reaction. He survived strikes because he never used the receipts. Now everyone has a realized receipts were never safe or a must. Yeah, that's true. Because when he used to stand in his plantation farm talking, he never used any receipt. Never. He hardly. Maybe he can use it. He can use it in the thumbnail. He can put their pictures, or sometimes no. But he never used receipt. So I think he was even more clever than us. So they really had nothing, and he had the names. He had names for all of them. He never called their names. just the nicknames. So with that one, how were they going to pin it to him? That when he called somebody, what did he call long nose? It's long nose in your identity card. Is that the official name? Show it to us. So I like that guy, honestly. Gintu forever. Miss V said Gintu forever. Team Gintu forever. Yes, yes, yes. We're here. We're here for him. We're here. And the Yvette said, Kemi, anyone can contact Gintu privately if need be. I feel this way. Yes, yes, I think so. Yeah, but he has his details in his bio, in his channel. So if any person wants to contact him straight from, as anonymous, wants to contribute something for him for the project, what he's doing, I think he can go there direct, and the money will be safe. It will be delivered. The telephone number, the M-Pesa number, if any person that wants to contact him can go to his page, his channel page, and check it out. All the details are there. So it's something that, at least he's delivering. That is the thing. Because when you give somebody something to deliver, you need to see the receipt that is delivering. This one is public. All of us can see when all the things are being shared to the needy. And we can also see how they need it, how they feel by receiving these things. Very happy with the dance, drink, eating. Very happy, contented. That's all. Whoever donates something to somebody, that's all the person wants to see. That is enough joy for the person that donated. But not that you donate, you don't see nothing. And somebody's coming back to tell you something in the mouth. No. Or somebody's withholding the thing and telling you, oh, when I come back from where? And these ones, they have to wait and wait and wait. By the time you come back, those things, if it's actually even in the store, even in a room, because being shipped from inside the container, the heat of the container, then coming in here, locking it inside the room again for how long? By the time you bring out those bells, you open it, it will be torn, or they just put it in the water to wash one time and it's gone. Then what was the hell? What was the need for transporting it to give to the needy? And the needy couldn't get it. Instead, the people that claim they're already rich, they're already using it. My God, what a trilogy. I just don't understand. So let's see. Oh, let's see. I wanted to read what Mary Moore was writing here in the front before. Okay. Mary said, Yvette, I heard it from a few people. They had me thinking the man was on his deathbed. Yes. The way they expressed it was so bad. I mean, if you hear a story like that, sometimes I don't like to hear stories like that in the night, because you won't be able to sleep. Your mind will be going there, even when you are not related. But when it's somebody that you're used to listening to, I know even in my house, my family knows that I listen to Gintu. That sometimes they ask me, oh, Gintu, you didn't listen to Gintu today. Because I used to, when I wake up, when I take my iPad, I said, oh, let me see. Once I see, oh, Gintu, what did he have to say today? Of course, I tried to listen to him. So they were used to hearing that voice, hearing the voice. So just that voice alone, they recognize, oh, Gintu. Oh, what happened? I said, oh, Gintu has been docked. What happened? What did he do? I said, we don't know. So that's it. So it was a little bit of a, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a good situation. We had it really rough, these few days. But we thank God that the worst has passed, and he's come back stronger, and just the real person that we used to know, full of high spirit, So Dr. Cheryl Cottle said, Vico, I always question why use receipts as is. No one needs to use a receipt, just make up a nickname so that their audience will know who they are talking about. Yes, that's without that receipt, it really helped him. They have nothing to, report him on that basis to the YT. If not, they could have done that. But everything, he gave them a nickname, and that nickname sticks. All of them, one by one, a nickname sticks. And if they think they are the one, then let them bring out the identity card or their passport, international passport, to prove that, oh, this is my name now. This is my new name. Yeah, he was very, very, never bring out receipt. But then people were following him. Once he bring out video, you can see how many people that have already watched it. If, under 1 hour, or 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, you can see the number running. And yet, there was no picture, just the nicknames, and everybody understood who these names applied to. So without even receipt, it's even better for us. It makes our job, our work even easier. You don't need to scratch your brain how to paste it like newbies like us, how to paste it on the screen, and then how to remove it, and how to open it. Sometimes you do it, sometimes the volume is not there, sometimes the all things you can think of. So that's it. Let's see what Namesa said. Oh, Chemicals. I just kept checking a YT for updates all night. Kept checking Mayani's channel, and later Ernesto. It was something else. Glad we can party now. Yes, yes, yes. We are truly on a party mode. Truly on a party mode. Robinak, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. Okay, Robinak said, I think Mayani was talking from his experience in prison, but the way one is treated depends on a social status. Gintu is a real G and has connections in security, judiciary, etc. That's true. Because for a poor person, you would think, oh my God, what's going to happen? Hey, I see it. The champ is here. Welcome to the house. And Caroline Acheng, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Caroline. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Fakare, where have you been, darling? Welcome to the house. So yes, Mayani would have also been talking, depending on his status, on what he went through, because without money, everything is about money there. And the highest bidder, you get the attention. So if the rich family of Inyabohanse thought they were the most richest, they can buy the police unit. Now they see that the game changed, that this was a game changer. We would have also been able to do that to change the game for them, so that they know that not only them can buy a unit, other people can also buy the unit. My God. Guys, I'm so enthusiastic today. Forgive me, Kaulana Chemfakare. Hi, dear. Welcome. I'm so relieved, so happy. As of last night, I was because when they talk about how dangerous that police unit is, they never come out. My God, I was. It's like going to bed a little bit. I try to sleep earlier, but then when somebody's mind goes about something that you hate not coming out, people go there, they don't come out, then you are, oh my God, is it so terrible? And what happened? What is going to happen? Then from all the things you hear, you read, then it sets me a little bit backward. But I wake up and see him this morning, and I look and said, but there's nothing wrong with this guy. He's walking, he's talking. He's a normal guy. Then I said, okay, as the day progresses, let's see what's going to happen. And what did we see? We saw the party. We saw somebody. We saw people very happy coming back to his fold as a hero. That's what we saw there. So Merimo, even YouTube not paying them to lie. That's why I have to take a sabbaticals from YouTube. Merimo. You never know in YouTube world. You never know. A lot of things really do happen here that we never ever can say. So Yvette said Mayani has been a stretched truth from onset of facing a camera. Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. A lot is happening. And Namesta B2, long nose, short nose. Some days I feel some kind of wear about it because it's someone's physical features. I'm kind of torn on that, but well, Namesta, it's not really that it's about protecting yourself. Probably, if we didn't have this problem, or these people were just normal, regular people, then this name, inventing of these names wouldn't have been there. It's about people's physical, a structure. But in this case, it's just content for content, nothing more. I don't think, sometimes they can easily make up, mind you, they are from the same village. By the time they decide to make up, we won't even know. They will make up and become in-laws. And Caroline said, I'm sure Conrad and Lady J are so disappointed by seeing Gintu out and doing his charity in the community. they are extremely disappointed. And each time he comes out to do charity, you have loads of people coming out to line up there. Hey, my friend Machenara. Machenaria Campea. Welcome, welcome from Brazil. Obrigada. Welcome. Thank you for joining this show. Thank you. Thank you. Where is Esmerina? Say hello to Esmerina. Okay. So, and let's see, Gladys, Kemi Gladys, you are gonna start a reactor channel too. Yes, Gladys, we all have to. Now, everybody take batches in my channel to be able to react. Everybody, because everybody has to join this show. Even if you don't join now, later on you can join. You never know. Later on you can join. So this guy has a very big channel, Machenaria. If somebody wants to follow him better, I don't know how I can. Let me see if I can use my phone to give him a blue jacket. Machenaria, wait a little bit. Let me see if I can use my to give you a blue jacket. Let's see first, because from here it's difficult for me to do that. Let me see if the custody. Let's see. Let's see. Do I go live here? Where did I go? I got. Sometimes I'm so. I'm really. I can't see my live on here. I have to see if I'm live here, then I can use it now. Oh dear, I can't do it. Where is it? Home. I wanted to give him a blue card to a blue. If somebody wants to subscribe to him, or he can subscribe to somebody, and it's easier to subscribe to him. But oh yo, where am I? I can't get it here. But I am live. How come I can't get in to my own live? I can't get into my own life. What's happening here, man? No, I can't get into my own life. Anchenaria, sorry, I can't get in. I could have done that since. I can't get in. I wanted to give him a blue jacket to, in case he has a big channel and he connects people a lot too. He connects people a lot too, so that's what I couldn't do now. Let me check the YT studio. Maybe from there I can get in. I'm still a learner here. I'm still a learner. So guys, this is exactly where we are here. If it's, let's see, am I able to get here? But this is incredible. No, I can't get in here. Too bad. Too bad. I could have arranged that before. I don't know. Oh, Kemi, can you pin his name, Machineria? Kemi, are you able to do that? Kemi, are you able to do that? I can't shell in. I can't get in. So guys, this is exactly where we are. Anyway, Machineria, sorry. I'm not able to pin your name. I'm still learning. I'm not able to pin the name here. I'm still learning. I could have opened it up here before. I should be able to. What's his name again? Let me see. Let me see. Kemi, are you trying to do that, Kemi? Grazie Griffiths. Should be able to do that. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my God. Okay. .eu. I hope I got it. I don't know. Just from my brain. If it goes fine, if it doesn't go well. So, guys, this is exactly where we're. Gracie Griffiths, did I see you? Yes, I think I see you. And Yvette, too many. I wouldn't smell her sweater. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's what it is today. But let's see what will happen from now onward, and let's see. Yeah. Okay. 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 Machinery, I couldn't pin ya. Okay, that's this thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's it. That's it. In case somebody wants to subscribe to him too. So this is exactly where we are today. But anyway, we're going to leave that now. We're going to move on. Angela wrote, think, what did Angela said? Yeah. Ruth think she hit the lottery. Chile. She said, Chile, I am going nowhere. Am I right, Senso? TL, the wheels fall off. It's going to do that. It's trying to ruin him. He doesn't have control over his life again. And I can't imagine. I think he's going down depression. Imagine going to the father-in-law's car and teaching people how to you touch this, you touch this, you touch this. And I knew that at the end of the day, it will end up with help, donatus. It need a new engine. It need this. My God. So Caroline said, Mary Mom, you've made my evening. Rocio thought that Marawa will be giving her dollars. And please, we don't call the names here again. I forgot. Long Nose thought that Moringo will be giving her dollars, and that's not the case. She keeps protecting her bitterness to people. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We know her. When you see a bad one, we know exactly what she's trying to do. She's controlling him, controlling the life, and who knows what she wants out of him. But it's just about the dollar. There's no love there. It's about what she's trying to get from him, and she's trying to suck more and more, more and more. All the one she's getting is still not enough. You're still pushing him to your father to get your father a new engine and all that. The stress is becoming real. I think he's depressed. He better come back to his home. At least he can stay comfortable in his house. What are you living in a junkyard? Because that place is going to continue leaking. The roof was too close to the ceiling inside. Even the wiring under there is too close. And once it's, the winter really kicks in now, how are they going to survive there? So that leaking is just the beginning. It's going to turn around the whole roof there, because it was an old roof. It's not that they changed the roof and put on a new roof. No, it's not that there is even an isolation in that roof. There was no isolation in that roof. There's nothing like that. So how is somebody going to live there? If I were him, you return home. At least you have a comfortable home. Why stick there? What are you sticking there for? So anyway, let's see before ending of the month if they can make their own entry back, and let's see whether they'll roll a red carpet for them, just like what Gintu had today. Gintu had a field there. We also had a field there. And at the end, we went home happy from what we saw. So Namesa said that the Mary Mob parasite has no reference to anyone's physical features. I think that it's different with the nose thing. Call her boss parasite because she is for now. Yeah, for now, the name sticks. The name will have to stick for now because she calls people a parasite. She calls the black race bacteria. She calls, all sort of name. That they're parasite, a bacteria, and it doesn't want to be infected. It wants to disintoxicate Moringo and all that stuff. But all this while, he's been living in the midst of his people, and nobody saw him like he needed to be cleansed. But only you came from far and said, all these people are bad energy, parasite, bacteria, fungi. So all that, I wouldn't blame anybody that will give her a name, because it's she deserves it. She even deserves more. So this one is even is even an easy one. So Antoinette said, okay, Nikki, has anyone seen inside of a fellow house? Fantastic, really nice. Yes. He has a good house there. He has a good house there. He has a good house there. Even though Moringo said it's one of his projects. So when he mentioned the houses in the village, He calls that one too. He calls Mama Ann. He calls this one. So I'm wondering whether he's also going to call a J Castle his own. One of the houses that he brought to the village. So I'm wondering whether what he's going to make up of that. But I think he has sleepless night and waking up to see that house going on. The house is just moving, 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 with no stopping. And I think before June, once the roof is there and the windows have already been there and the doors, they have done all the frames of the burglary proofs and all that. So what's remaining again? The plastering. The electricity pipes have been laid on the wall. So it's just plastering, and they put the water and the electricity, the wires inside the pipe, and they drop it. After the plastering, the door locked, and they wait again if it rains to see whether it will leak inside. And that's it. That's the end of it. Then maybe fencing, because with the fence, at least that can give Gintu a bit of privacy. At least before you get near to that place, you have to inform him that you're coming. If not, his dogs will come after you. Yeah, you will be like a trespasser. So as a trespasser, the dog has the right to come over you. So that's what we saw there. So, hey, Vimuelo, welcome, Victoria, and everyone in the house. Welcome, welcome, Vimuelo. So that's what we saw there, and we just hope it's going to get better and better, because at least that fear has been taken away from us, and now we can gradually, relax and see what next that is coming. And then we also talk about now. Let's shift a little bit to real dad. The real dad, as we know from the last episode that he brought out, then this one now. So it's a two different scenarios. Yes, probably has a reason for doing that. Probably, is trying to scratch the surface of what could be, of a way he could get to the son. But everything lies in the son's hand. That's what I see here. So Antonio does say thanks to his mom and dad's Nikki. Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. So we're going to see exactly what will happen, because I wouldn't consider it a cause, not really a cause, but it's just by way of talking. What that the Bible says, do unto yourself what you wouldn't want others to do unto you. And it also said, the Bible also warned that you have to respect your elders, your parents, so that you will live a long life. I don't know, I can't remember the verses of the Bible again, because even me, I hardly go to the church, because too much fraudsters running churches, all these newborn born again churches. So if I go, I prefer to go to the traditional Catholic church or the Protestant Catholic church, and I'm fine with that. Apart from that, I can watch, and I can watch online. There are online service, church service, and I read my Bible, and I'm fine. So sorry, but it's just a personal opinion, but anybody can do whatever he wants. So Cecilia Herbert said, because Gintu needs to place no trespassing signs around his compound until his wall is built. Yes, that's what it's going to do. It's going to, once the wall is built, then he can do that. Then once the wall is built, if you go near there, then you have problem, because when the dogs are let loose, then you're on your own. Because if you were to be invited, obviously he will know that you're coming, and he will ask the dogs to to lie low, and when you come and they open the gate for you, enter. So once you get the fence is fenced around, whoever goes near there with no trespassing on the door, on the gate, then you're strictly on your own. So that's what I see there. So but let's see what's going to happen. And they do in Nigeria, Angela, it's quite common there. Nyabohante people, yes. In Nigeria, most homes they have all this fence all around. They have the fences all around. But in this place, it's a small place. It's supposed to have been a very quiet community, but just one family trying to disorganize, bring this hatred, what that could have been nothing. They just spoiled the whole scenario there. Antoinette, welcome to the house. Antoinette, thank you for joining the show. So there's just to make a mountain of a nothing, whereas everybody could have been able to do your own thing, and I do my own thing. Everybody goes their way, and there wouldn't have been any problem. It's a very small community. The lands are so fertile, rich, that they can farm and eat from it. That's what the elderly people that were there, that's how they used to live. And there was no problem. It was like the way I see there, it's like they were all living like brothers until one person, one family stood up to disorganize the whole system. So it's really, really bad. So now we talk about our real dad. So the real dad said, how could people tell him not to react about the son? How could people tell him not to react about the son? And yet they are making content about the son, and they tell me to go and do the traditional content that I used to do. Whereas when they do content and they call my son's name, and their viewerships are going thousands. If they can use my son's name to profit, why not me? Oh my God. Let me see that video. Let me see that video. I want to play it, bring it to you guys. Just the volume.
Sisters helping. And seemingly you people are not there. And again, when somebody says, okay, don't mention Maru. When I entered YouTube, I found none of any video. There was none of any video which was not mentioning Marwa's name. Why do you want to stop Marwa's father not to mention his son? Well, who are you to make me not to comment about the Marwa, to talk about the Marwa's name? Marwa. In this YouTube at the Nyabohans here, none of you, and not even at Nyabohans, none of you makes a video without mentioning Marwa.
So you guys, you heard what the real dad said. And it is true. Everybody uses the name for content. And why not him? And they don't want him to use the name that while he was doing the village traditional content, that it was okay. And with that one, the poor guy looked at his analytic and see that each time I do something about the village, about culture, about tradition, maybe 300 or 400. But when I call my beloved son, when I call the name, just like other people do, I get thousands. And other people will even have even more than me. And I'm not complaining. So why are you guys complaining about me? That means you want to drag me behind. So I can imagine, he's a very clever man. He's very intelligent. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's a very intelligent guy. So let me see what Cecilia wrote here. Angela, some people even have them in a place in the main entrances with springs attached, so the door snaps closed immediately afterwards. It's rain forest in West Africa, so it's a worst without those nets. Okay, we're still talking about the gate. Okay. Yeah, anyway, we've well past that. Maybe that analysis too is also a good one, but I think we probably will do that one next time. So we continue with the real dad, and we see why he came up with this new story right now. So Angela said, Mary, yes, I love screen sees, screen doors too, because those door curtains the village people use not secured. Yes, that's in every society, depend on how safe you have to take your safety into consideration. If it's a very safe and quiet place, then most of all the security is something that we are using. We don't even need it. So, but it's just Dr. Cheryl, I hope you're still there, because he said bye, Angela. Okay, Mary Mo, Angela, bye bye. Okay, Angela was going. Okay. Let's see. And Atlas Glass said, Gladys, he definitely is better. He has to have a goal in life and not wait on Moringo and be smart like you, like Gintu and the rest. Yeah, that's true. He cannot wait for Moringo, because Moringo, it's somebody that is self-centered and thinks more about himself. thinks more about himself. I think that is also valid even among his siblings too. So more about himself than any other person, and why he's even tolerating the long nose probably was for the baby or for the passport, and which we don't know how far that has gone up till now. So Namisa said Angela and Marymore, we don't have them in the UK. So Box mainly flies and etc. bother us. Sometimes 2 months of summer in the year we learning about the different regions. Yeah, that's true. You know, each region, different folk, different strokes. There are so many things that happen among different people. So what I see here about the real dad, you know, as a Marymore, please have you got mosquitoes in the US? I think mosquitoes are everywhere, but not as bad as the what we have in Africa. But they are there actually, not everywhere. So I let me see what the guy said again here.
Makes a video without mentioning mother and get the views. And then now you tell me, okay, Kohera, go back to just the last two. When I make a video, I get 200 views. When you mention Maro, you get 7,000 views. And then you stop me from mentioning my son. I would not. That is right. You see, you people, don't be selfish. You're selfish. You don't want to see it. What is wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, may I once more take this opportunity to say thank you very much. Gintu's story.
So you see what he said now. It makes sense when he, you know, do content about the village, about the culture. He has 200 views, and whereas when he does about the son, when the son's name, he get more. And you guys are doing on his son's name, and you're getting more. So why should you restrict me from doing only content about the village culture? So Real Dad game is on. Real Dad knows exactly what he's doing. He's a smart guy. I like him. He's a smart guy. He wears all the cons and the pros before he comes out, you know, in saying this thing. So gradually, you know, he's learning the rope, you know, he's learning the rope, how to climb the rope of the YouTube. And so far he's there, he's succeeding. I like his demeanor. It's you know, it's something else. It's good. It's a good one. Not a bad one. It's a good one. Kevin Klaus, Real Dad knows the tingo. Yes. Real Dad said when he posts, he has 200 with the village culture. And whereas when they mention the son's name, they have thousands. So why should you people profit? After all, it's my son, and I cannot do it. He knows the rope. He knows the tingo. You know, so he's a smart guy. I like him. He's a very smart guy.
Makes a video without.
Oh, he's a video. So, guys, we've seen it all. We thought we've seen it all. Now, Mr. Imagine Marymore, we are too cold to have them in droves. Cold is advantageous sometimes. Yes, that's true. And then Nikki said, Angela, yes, my subdivision has a truck drive around spraying. Afterwards, it's that bad. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see again. Marymore, Angela, when I go to Trinidad, they eat me alive. I got a dengue fever once when I visited. You know, in tropical regions, the mosquitoes you have in tropical regions are more dangerous than what you have in a civilized world. Because in a civilized world, I think they used to spread it and all that stuff. So with that, you hardly find it. Just like when you find a snake here in Europe, in everywhere here, it's not that you know poisonous like what we have in a tropical country. So we manage. We are survivors. We will always survive. So guys, not much today. It was about a Gintu and it was about a real dad. So whatever he said, well, people can term it like a cussing. For me, I don't term that as a cussing. So it's just an expression. That's what I see here. A sort of expression. And like what he's saying right now about using the son's name and he too, and the difference in viewership. So it's absolutely correct. And I just wish him luck. But Mr. Kohera, try to round up and get back to the peace table with your son, and get that to your parliamentarian brother or cousin to work out things. And probably before the end of the year, we like to see you and your son together again. That should be something very nice in the YouTube terrain. The people are well leveled here. You have intelligent reactors here. You also have intelligent keyboard reactors that have been there for you, Mr. Kohera, if you're listening, and we will continue to follow you, at least advise you once in a while to try to find a way to bring your son back to yourself, at least, even if it has to be a distant relationship. It doesn't need to be a close relationship. You can love each other differently, even from a distance, but at least let that relationship come back. It doesn't need to be an affair that you need to see every day or you need to talk every day. You have to just start somewhere until you get it right. So on that note, that is where I will end my discussion today. And let me see what now Mr. Red. Oh my God, did Mr. Kohera just confess to how to get views and clicks? Yes. That's what we said. He's learned the tingo. He understands. He is very sharp. He knows what he's doing. Of course, he's educated. He quickly got to know the tingo, but he has got to know where to draw the line when it comes to dragging his ex. I think I suggest so to him too. Yes, that's true. That's true. He needs to know where to draw the line and not going further with all the de-escalating. He has to try to de-escalation of the whole. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make them happy. That I can imagine the pain. It's like a generational pain. The pain that remains, and it grows daily on a daily basis. It's something that should be uh, taken care of. Something that could have long been taken care of if a proper approach was touched or scratched from the beginning. A little scratched, and things could have been okay, but probably it took them this long because they just didn't go through it in a normal way, in a civilized way, so to say. But it's okay. There's still chance. They will get there. They will get there. There's still chance. So I just hope we give them time to continue to find a civil ground to resolve the situation and then move on. So that's life. So guys, thank you very, very much for joining my show. And let's see what's going to happen. And let's continue to pray for Gintu that he should be safe and should be also careful about his steps, because it doesn't mean that after this it's over. They can still be on his heels. So he needs to be careful. So Gintu, if you're watching, you have to be careful and just take care of yourself and be there for your people. They need you. From what you've given them today, you've given them hope and trust in you. And you need to be out. You need to be a free man to continue giving these services to your people. Thank you all for joining the show. And I will thank each and everyone from the bottom of my heart. Nikki, thank you. Gladys, Miss Kim, and Dr. Cheryl Cottle, thank you, thanks. Thank you very much. Namista, thank you very much. Kemi Bro, how are you? Are you still there? Thank you very much, Kemi Bro. Mary Moore, Atlas Glass, Miss Gladys, Angela, Vimuelo, where are you? Okay, Cecilia Herbert, that's Donna. You still there? Okay, you guys are watching from the curtain. Anyway, I'll close my curtain too right now, Angela. So we see again in the next banga. I thank you guys for always coming back to watch Vico Real. Let me see. Have to unpin this. Okay, have to unpin this and I'll play you guys my little music. Boom. Just like my closing music.
Wake up, the sun is shining bright.
Oh, me too.
Got that good vibe feeling, feels so right. Life's a garden growing tall. Gonna share the love, spread it all. Dancing with the morning light. Every moment takes me higher in flight. Peace and joy is what we seek. With every heartbeat, love we speak. Feel the rhythm in your soul. Let the good times take control. Together we can conquer all. With love and laughter we'll stand tall. Smiles and music fill the air. In this moment, nothing compares. Whoa.
So, bye-bye, guys. Thank you for joining the show. I sign out now. Thank you, guys. Wow. Thank you, guys. End screen. We'll see you again in the next banger.